your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy walk.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what good to say? I doubt it will stand up to social. I haven't even disrespected you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
Morning, New York City. Welcome to Mayr in the Morning. It is 15 minutes before the afternoon, which still qualifies this show as morning. Good morning. Late and gay, as always. Wow, I missed so much while I was out of town. I got back from a week in LA on Monday, then went straight to Compound Media, did my show, The Wet Spot, as you all know and love. I had Keanu Thompson on and Gino Bisconti, a slightly buzzed Gino Bisconti on. And Keanu and I recounted the week's events in LA. I still haven't even posted all of my photos yet. It was very eventful. It felt pretty nonstop. And I didn't do any of the sort of typical California LA things. Last Tuesday, I was on the Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew show. I believe that will be out this week at some point. That was a ton of fun. Wednesday, I did the Jesse Lee Peterson show. I did his radio show. It was so cool to finally meet him. I got myself and Keanu these shirts that say White History Month. I should have really worn that. I think it's in the wash. And then I did Sam Tripoli's Tinfoil Hat podcast. And then I did Zhao Ying Summers podcast, which is called Tiger MILF. I'm not sure when that will be out, but we had such a blast. Thursday, I did the And Now We Drink podcast. Friday, bright and early, got up and did a last-minute episode of the Jimmy Dore show. They wanted to squeeze in an episode before he was traveling on the road for some gig. So I was so happy to be able to do that. Jumped on that for a little bit. It was a really cool experience. Jimmy's show, like, it looks so professional. You look at it and you're like, oh, this must be in a huge studio. And then you get there and you're like, oh my goodness, it's out of his house. This is great. He does so much with the space. It's always good. It's always interesting to see how the sausage is made with other shows. You always learn a lot. Then Keanu and Lila and I went to Perry Caravello's apartment in LA. I don't remember the name of the area. It wasn't the safest feeling area, but that's fine. And we did Perry Caravello live for 2 hours, sat there, helped him open takeout. He would get pissed off. His handlers would tell us to open more takeout, repeat. Like, if you guys know the show, you know it's really just a pattern of him getting angry and yelling and then calming back down. I guess it's funny. He's a sweet guy though when he's calm. And so it was great to meet him in person. Then I headlined the Pineapple Hill Saloon in Los Angeles. It really more Sherman Oaks. And Lila and Keanu both featured for me. And Nick Searcy, who you guys might know from Terror on the Prairie with Gina Carano, did a guest spot. He did great. Show was going great until I had a bit of a heckler moment. Again, can't I just have a regular show? I'm about 5 minutes into my set when I see a guy to my left sort of like shaking on the fence, and we're outside. We're outside under a tent because that's where you perform when you tell too many trans jokes. The regular clubs won't have you. No, I'll perform anywhere. I love performing in a tent. I love a good tent moment. And so we're under a tent and there's this sort of lattice work, like this lattice fencing around it, mixed with some like fake grass. You know, like those fake grass backdrops it's people sometimes pose in front of. Um, it's like almost like turf, you know what I mean, like fake golf grass or something. So it's a pretty open venue despite being under a high security tent. I mean, there's no flaps on the sides, it's open. So this guy, I hear this guy come and I can deal with hecklers. I sometimes love a heckler because it really mixes things up, keeps things new and fresh for myself and the audience. So I hear this this basketball American to my left shaking on the fence, yelling indiscriminate things out. And I was trying to like engage with him. I was like, "What's your name, buddy? Where you from? What's your like? Give me something. Give me something with which I can be funny." This guy was giving me nothing. He was making no sense. He kept rambling, and I looked over. I was like, "It looks like we have a bit of a one-man show happening over here." And then soon people started to gather, and people were trying to like calm him down. It was pretty clear that this man was probably on fentanyl. And apparently he just really wanted to do his poetry at the open mic, which is what he thought my show was. And I was like, wow, I think I'm a little bit better than an open mic. Who knows? Some would disagree. So more people gather, it escalates. And the whole time I'm like, well, this is so obvious. I can't just pretend there's not a fight going on that everyone can see through this see-through fence here. I can't just completely ignore it and do my regular set. I'm gonna seem out of touch with what's happening. So I'm kind of doing commentary on the fight. I'm like, "Oh, wow, the cops are coming. Oh, wow, more cops are coming. Oh, wow, now there's a fire truck. Now there's an ambulance." The whole town came out for this fight. I guess maybe there wasn't enough going on. And, before I knew it, this man took his shirt off and was like up in this guy's face, this fan. His name is Grady. He's friends with Chris Gore. He's I think he's a big sort of like Friday Night Tights, that sort of corner of the internet fan. And he wanted to be, I think, a hero and shut this guy down, but he only made this guy more upset. And his efforts to de-escalate failed him because this guy clocked him in the face. What because I saw the whole thing, it looked like it was completely out of nowhere. But maybe I am naive to the ways of the streets, you know? I've never been hit in the face in a fight like that, so he's just probably never expect it. Uh, and then of course his glasses go flying. His glasses flew about 5 feet, and I think he went unconscious briefly and then hit his head on the concrete, like couldn't even brace his fall. And just to see this was like a little jarring because I was like, my gosh, I really hope this guy is okay. Like I would feel horrible for the rest of my life if someone got very badly injured during one of my shows, like how do you deal with that? So eventually he kind of like came to and realized like, oh, my head is bleeding. Oh, my hand is bleeding. Long story short, like he ended up going to the doctor and his hand is fractured. He's got to have 6 weeks in a cast. I think his head is okay. I don't know. It was crazy. This fight looked like everything you see on TikTok basically every day. This looked like your typical black guy knocking out a white guy video, but which I'm used to seeing, but I'm just not used to seeing it happen at my comedy show. So, it was a little bit of a spectacle. Uh and the great thing about having a fight break out during your show is like, wow, well, I saved a lot of my material, which I then did the next night, Saturday night. And for the people who came to both shows, both Friday and Saturday night, they got to hear 2 different sets. Because my first set was essentially commenting on this fight. Yes, he fractured his hand. A lot of us were telling him, and like I think Grady's a great dude. I don't mean to and I feel bad that all the comments, like, of course, these clips were posted on Twitter. You're at an event that's full of YouTubers, internet personalities, comedians, etc. It's good to be on the internet. Unfortunately, that's how we are. So these clips were circulating, and people were going, how do you not know how to fight? How come you didn't, read his body language? How come you couldn't like understand like his pose? Like he was putting his dukes, he has fists clenched. I just think most people are not equipped to fight, which maybe isn't a good thing. Every year I tell myself I'm going to take Krav Maga classes. I'm going to learn to fight, and then I never do. So I felt bad that people were shitting on him, being very critical, that he didn't know how to fight, that he didn't have his dukes up, that he didn't bob and weave. People were upset that he engaged with this man at all. They're like, he's crazy. Why would you even go up to him? Why would you even start? I wonder how it would have gone down had no one gone up to him and tried it. But he was being hella disruptive. And it's very distracting to like go out with your set when someone is just like yelling at you. And I remember as the fight was happening, I was like, oh, the cops were coming. I'm like, hold on, give him another chance. Maybe he's a huge fan of mine. Can somebody ask him if he's listened to my album? But nobody did. Mark Sark, good morning, Chrissy. I hope Frank, Muffin and Waffles are doing great. You keep bringing out the best people on your tours and on Twitter. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that, buddy. And then some folks are like, why are you in LA? It's a liberal cesspool. I was like, well, one could say I currently live in a liberal cesspool, New York. Sorry, this isn't like a great thing to drink out of while I'm streaming because it's like, I need a straw. I need a coffee mug. This is not like attractive looking. This is great, like going to the gym or whatever. Slogging it down. It was insane. Thank God Grady did not get more hurt. So I remember that night we were begging him not to drive home because he was concussed. He seemed like okay, but then you talk to him and he'd be like slurring his words. I'd be we all saw you land on your head. Maybe just take an Uber home. He's like, oh, I live so close. He ended up driving home, which I didn't like. But then he did go to the doctor, I think on Sunday. So that's good. Yeah, it was wild though, guys. And there are clips. There are clips all over if you really want to watch the fight. If you really want me to pull one up, I can, but we did kind of a whole play-by-play on Wet Spot. Let me pull up. I got more shows coming up. How exciting. How exciting. We're doing a comedy fundraiser. Let's see. Wow. September 23rd. That is coming up. That is in 2 weeks. No, it's next weekend. What am I talking about? It's next Saturday. Come see myself, Anthony Cumia, Gino Bisconti at the Aussie Sport Club in Mayapack. So if you live anywhere in the sort of upstate New York area, Peekskill, Putnam, Westchester, and you're a Compound Media fan, I better see you at this comedy fundraiser next Saturday, the 23rd. Then I'm heading up to Minnesota for the first time. I'm headlining the Great River Bowl and Partners Pub in Sartell, Minnesota. Lila Hart will be featuring for me, and Nick Ricada will be either hosting or doing a guest spot. He'll be there. We're in his hood. I figured why not involve Nick? Then back to Long Island. I'll be headlining in Belmore at the Brokerage Comedy Club October 27th and October 28th. Probably with Keanu Thompson, although I haven't asked her yet. I hope she's available. Then I'm headlining in Tampa Sunday, December 3rd at Side Splitters. Excited to go back to Side Splitters. Then the first weekend in January, I'm headlining the Mic Drop Comedy Club again. January 5th and 6th. We got 3 shows. That's going to be fun. I like the Mic Drop. And I can't believe, wow, yeah, back to California. So it's going to be a hoot. And then probably back again for Anna's wedding. But that is TBD. Turtle Boy. I wonder if you're oh yes, I had an interview with Turtle Boy yesterday. We talked, it was very interesting. We talked about the Karen Reed case, and Karen Reed basically got herself mixed up in this sort of thuggish group of corrupted cops in somewhere near Boston. I don't know. I just call all towns in Massachusetts Boston at this point. It's easier for me. And basically, she was framed for this murder. She was framed for the murder of her boyfriend. And Turtle Boy did such a good job. His name's Aiden Kearney, of breaking it all down. He has so many receipts. He's done he could work for, I was saying, you could work for Dateline. Like, you could be an investigative journalist. Like, and it was very impressive. And he's got a 32-minute video that you can watch that I'm going to post the link of in the description of our episode from last night. It'll get you up to date. And it's just really wild. Basically, it looks like these cops and their accomplices, their girlfriends, whatever, because there were all these people in the house, and they had it out for this guy. And the story that they try to frame Karen with is just like so unbelievable. And all his injuries don't line up with him being, hit by a car, which is what they're claiming that Karen did. It's just fascinating. And I think it's going to be maybe, I don't know, not Netflix, but I think it should turn into a movie. It's an amazing story. Oh, thank you for coming on. It's free Karen Reed. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but it just seems like anyone from Massachusetts is very much like a high school. Like, everyone knows each other for some reason. I guess that's how Long Island kind of is too. It's wild, guys. I feel like I missed so much while I was away. I think this is fascinating. There was a bit of a scuffle in New York City at one of the comedy clubs that I enjoy, the Comic Strip Live on the Upper East Side. There was a scuffle. There was a Gays Against Groomers event, and naturally there were counter protesters. I don't know that I would call it an anti-trans fundraiser. I don't think they're against trans people as a whole. I think they're just against grooming. But anyway, Patch.com says anti-trans fundraiser brings protests and violence and arrests to the Upper East Side. The Comic Strip Live hosted Gays Against Groomers. Protesters outside raised more than $10,000 for LGBTQ kids. Wow, so they had their own fundraiser going on outside the event. And I would not categorize Gays Against Groomers as anti-trans. I think they're anti the social contagion that is trying to convince confused young kids that they should be trans. I'm sure they're fine with like fully grown adults making up their own minds and living their lives how they want. An anti-trans group behind many of the recent anti-drag protests. Again, no one is against drag in and of itself. I think people have a problem with drag performers humping and twerking and having their dick and balls out in front of kids. And this is what left-wing outlets always try to do. They always try to make it sound like, oh, you're just against trans people. You're just against the art of drag. And it's like, no, dude. We both know it's not about that. So there's a fundraiser in a Yorkville why would they call it Yorkville? It was New York. Comedy Club Sunday, attracting protesters and resulting in 3 arrests, said police. The group, called Gays Against Groomers, which activists contend is a front for fueling anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ hysteria. Wow. Like they don't create enough hysteria just by trying to groom kids. Held a fundraiser at Comic Strip Live. And of course, they're probably going to try to cancel Comic Strip Live now. In fact, I saw, for some reason, I still follow comedians on Facebook, and some of them were talking about, we need to cancel the Comic Strip Live. Meanwhile, I doubt any of them are even past there. Roughly 50 people, about a quarter of the comic strip's full capacity, attended the fundraiser, according to protesters who showed up in nearly equal numbers to support trans rights. Protesters without fundraise hate, which raised over $10,000 in a counter fundraiser. So you should be thanking them. You raised money for your thing. raised $10K in less than 24 hours, took to the streets outside the club to speak out against why they love to groom kids. I'm always shocked to see how many people come out that are like pro grooming, but again, this is New York City. The fundraising group wrote that Gays Against Groomers is an astroturfed far right anti-LGBT. Really? Then explain why Mike Harlow was there, who himself is gay. Explain that. If it's anti-LGBTQ, why are there gay people that are part of it? Why is it literally called Gays Against Groomers? Notorious for harassing queer people and families at drag story hour events, marching alongside Proud Boys and Nazis. Oh my God. This is insane. This is so untrue. Gays Against Groomers has been labeled an extremist, blah, blah, blah. Of course, they're going to link Trump to this and DeSantis because this is a rag. The protesters held signs on the sidewalk and shouted that the event inside the comic strip was no laughing matter. And here's a groomer holding a sign that says, right now, an anti-trans hate group is holding a fundraiser at Comic Strip Live. So let's out fundraise hate. Donate to protect trans kids and show, we want to protect your kids. Give us your kids. And show these bigots they're not welcome in New York City. Pledge a donation. Well, you guys made $10,000. You should be happy. Don't you guys love chaos? Multiple scuffles broke out between the supporters and protesters, according to, yes, there's a video here. A little bit of a scuffle. But they love that. These people didn't come out to be peaceful. They came out to fight. Anyone who says otherwise is sort of kidding themselves. This guy in the pink hoodie, I think, ultimately was arrested. He's from Queens. He's 53. Right, and here we are on East 82nd, and I think 2nd Ave. The Chinese guy's like, we're just trying to sell boba tea. Oh, it's the nail salon that's right there. Okay. Okay, that's one little scuffle. Wow. Oh my God. Why do all these people look like they've never seen the inside of a gym? Like, why do they always look just anemic?
Where's your glasses? I lost my glasses.
My glasses.
Get out of here. Take this bitch out of here. Antagonizing people. We're not fighting. We are not fighting. I just listen to him. We're not fighting. That's what we got here.
Notice the classic shaved head look. Masks outside for some reason.
We are not fighting.
Oh wow, you. I really feel confident in having you guys handle trans kids' needs when you can't even protest without getting yourselves arrested. Fucking losers. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, maybe we should read this thread here. Oopsie, I can't apparently work the computer. Event supporters shoulders persons in fights begin. One person from each side arrested. Tell Gays Against Groomers, Moms for Liberty, and all bigots, transphobes. GTFO NYC counter protest and fundraiser for trans youth. Okay. Arguments continue after 2 arrests. More NYPD police arrive. Okay, so he's got a lot of footage. Why is it like, I don't know. It just seems like more people on the left trying to shut down people on the right than vice versa. And again, like, I doubt that there were any kids at this event, the Gays Against Groomers. That these are like adults trying to deal with the adults causing the problems and not involving kids. Whereas these groomer folks, they're like, well, we have to fight for our right to twerk in front of kids. That's how we protect kids, is by having disgusting adults twerk in front of them. I don't understand that part, but yeah, just more stuff. More people who are, it's a little slap fight moment. Wow. All right. You know what I'll have to do? I'll have to get Mike Harlow on because he was at this event. I'll have to see what he thought of it. Wow. That's pretty cool. I guess ultimately it's good advertising for Gays Against Groomers. Wow. And look at this. They're like, look how much money we made. He's like, we will use this money to keep grooming kids with your help. Do you know how many kids we can groom with that money? A whole 4th grade class. Wow. I wish I could have. If I was in town, I would have gone. I don't actually know what they use the money for. Thank you, Big Raj. Good to see you again. Thanks for the super sticker. Kids cannot give consent. Agreed. Agreed, Mr. Brownhole. Yes, very good point. If they had jobs, they wouldn't be there protesting. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to have a lot of time to protest when you're, sucking off the government. Do you know how many balls we can show with this? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the banging of the drums and the cowbells, like nobody can hear that from the inside. Like they're still going to be able to do their event. Yeah, we'll have to get Mike Harlow on. I want to know what he thought of it. Okay, and then Timcast shared it too. A small scuffle breaks out between far left counter protesters and attendees for the Gays Against Groomer fundraiser at Comic Strip Live, New York City. Violent far left agitator regular Derwin Gonzalez, 53-year-old male from Queens, tries and fails to escape arrest. Oh boy. My glasses. Here's where he tries to avoid arrest. Get over here. Stop right now. These are angry people that like really they come out to this wanting a conflict. They want to fight. They have so much anger inside them, like mostly from their own issues. That they just it's like a match waiting to be lit. Look at him. He's like, no backseat. Can't get me. Can't get me.
Stop 1 second. Hey, stop.
This man's trying to enjoy a beer. People are trying to have margaritas.
Don't stay here 1 second. 1 second.
Wow. He seems out of it, this guy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he looks like not in his right mind. I can't lose my phone because, Lord knows what's on there. And they got him. Look at that. I think in this clip, can you see Mike Harlow here?
No, I'm gold.
That is annoying. It's like exhausting. Oh, Gonzalez regularly attends these counter protests as a violent agitator who attacks others. He gets arrested at these regularly. Surprise, surprise. It's always the same 50 people with no job. Yes, more cowbell, please. Okay, what else is going on? Oh gosh, have you guys seen about the alien thing? This is so crazy to me. UFO expert displays supposed non-human alien corpses in Mexico's Congress. You almost never hear about what's going on in Mexico's Congress. Mexican politicians were shown 2 mummified corpses this week that a UFO expert claimed are a clear demonstration of non-human aliens. Man, this migrant problem's really out of control. They're just coming in from everywhere. No, these seem like very old bodies. The 2 bodies with only 3 fingers on each hand and elongated ET-style heads were displayed in windowed boxes Tuesday for a public congressional hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs. I feel like they have a different name every couple of months. The corpses are between 700 and 1,800 years old, with x-rays showing one has mysterious eggs inside. UFologist Jamie Mousen told the hearing maybe one was a girl and one was a boy. These specimens are not part of our terrestrial evolution, Mousen said of supposed DNA testing on the small figures, according to Marca. These aren't beings that were found after a UFO wreckage. They were found in algae mines and that were later fossilized. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this is the first time extraterrestrial life is presented in such a form. I think there is a clear demonstration that we are dealing with non-human specimens that are not related to any other species in our world. It really does look like ET. It almost just looks like it's made of clay. Like this is a 5th grader's art project. They're so little. I don't know. Maybe it's a psyop, you guys. The ancient specimens were retrieved from Cusco, Peru in 2017, the hearing was told. Scientists recently studying the UFO specimens at the autonomous? Wait, I can't read. Autonomous National University of Mexico. Why can't I read this word? We're able to extract DNA evidence from the specimens using radiocarbon dating, Mousen explained. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess it's degraded a little bit. It's like flaking off. Wow, like classic alien-looking alien, though. The mysterious findings were presented along a slew of other videos of UFOs and unidentified anomalous phenomena. The hearing aimed to rule on the phenomena in the Aerial Space Protection Law, which would turn Mexico into the first country in the world to acknowledge the presence of aliens on the planet, local media reported. Before we were just calling it chupacabra. Ryan Graves, the executive director of Americans for Safe Aerospace and a former U.S. Navy pilot, told the hearing that UAPs represent an urgent priority for both aerospace safety and scientific inquiry. I don't know if they were like turning, you know what I mean? If we're finding alien corpses like every month, I'd be like, wow, this is a real issue. But this is like one set of bodies that are very, very old. Who even knows if they're real? Mousen, who is Mexico's best-known ufologist, has been outspoken about extraterrestrial findings. Sorry, I'm yawning. They're so little, though. It's like a doll. Earlier this year, the expert tweeted about a photograph of a sunset over a stadium near the U.S.-Mexico border that featured a UAP. I believe it is a ship of non-human origin. Is this interesting?
Okay, so Mick West, you've
Is there like a part where they bust out the bodies? Okay. No, maybe this is something entirely else. I mean, how do you guys feel about UFOs? I feel like it's like, you know what? I have my own problems. Most of us are just like, trying to get to our jobs and pay our bills and deal with our families. And it's like, all right, I guess if aliens exist, it seems like they're just trying to do their own thing. It doesn't seem like they're fucking with us too much. The image shows Estadio Olímpico Benito Juárez, just 2 miles away from El Paso, Texas, with a dark spot near the sun, which Mousen said he believed was a UFO. Maybe they're coming back looking for their crusty corpses here. That's pretty neat. I think it's also possible that this is completely made up. Maybe I'm like a little black pilled on it. Do you guys think it's fake? JR thinks it's fake. They are the first illegal aliens. What are the aliens' pronouns? Hi, Hunter. Sorry. Ah! Isn't that the alien who had the cat in Men in Black? It does look like it. It does look like paper mache. I don't know. I'm not really buying it. Zero the hero. The aliens left a note. Guys, we need mail-in ballots to give up eating meat. And don't forget, give up your gas-powered cars, your ceiling fans, your stoves, anything else that brings you joy. We're just going to claim it's bad for the climate. Tommy Simonson, try Googling mermaid corpse pictures. People have been doing this for a long time. Oh, you mean like, yeah, like this looked like some Ripley's Believe It or Not type shit. Like, oh, it's a corpse. They could have just made the, I don't know. Yeah, I'm leaning towards like, I don't believe it. If they really were here and they were interested, we would be having like fresh alien bodies all over. Matthew Hammond, I have sent you some fun videos if you need a timeline cleanse. A good doggo wants to swim. Scroll up a little to see the math is simple video. I think Matthew secretly wants to be a producer. I think that's his Christmas wish. Ian Slater, the government ruined aliens for me. LOL. I agree. Oh my God. I did see a really funny video of this little girl. I shared it to my Instagram. I want to find the version that I like though. This little girl. Yes, I love this video. This is my favorite thing. Okay. Oh, please don't make me log into TikTok. I hate that. I want to watch TikToks without being part of TikTok. Is that so much to ask? I love this video. This is the timeline cleanse.
You cannot pet that dog.
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Apparently this audio goes with a different video.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
So funny.
Can I pet
Can I
that
pet that
dog?
dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
It's a bear. Isn't that funny? Oh my goodness, it's Muffin. Hello. Oh, it's Muffin. Hello, Muffin. Hello, Muffin. Muffin. It's Muffin in the morning. Oh God, you're so big now, Muffin. You're so big now, Muffin. You're so big. Muffin, say hi to the people. The people, Muffin, it's your public. They love you. Don't lick my nose and mouth. She's like, I just want to lick your mouth. I just want to lick your mouth. Okay, so you guys think that the aliens are fake. That makes me feel good. Central America has a history of fake history efforts. Yeah, like Mexico is probably just trying to put themselves on the map. They're like, look, we want to be known for more than just Cancun. I think it's distraction bait. Because the more the government goes, UFOs are really real, the more people are going to be like, we're the first ones to discover the bodies. What are you sniffing at, girl? What you sniffing at? Yeah, it's Muffin. Muffin. Okay. Wow, you're so fat. Yeah, I agree with Electro Hacker. Oh God. Oh my God. All right, this was a mistake to pick you up. Can you sit? Can you sit? Can you sit? Good girl. All right, let's see a 1 in the chat if you think aliens are real, a 2 if you think they're fake. Chipicus thinks fake. Kind of disturbing that aliens would travel across time and space just to die on Earth. We must be a bad place. Yeah, why would I want to go die on a different planet? Can I pet that dog? Oh, also, guys, yawn. If you haven't checked it out yet, you got Oche trying to lick me. You guys should check out my unspecial. Okay, down you go. Down you go. My unspecial. I posted a whole set from the weekend I went and did Anime Matsuri in Houston. I sold out the secret group in Houston, Texas, and I posted that entire set. You guys should check it out. Let's see. Here it is. It's on my YouTube. Wow, it's an hour long, mostly just crowd work and riffing and making fun of everybody who's in the audience, which include Critical Drinker, Nick Ricada, Gary, Camelot. It was a hoot. And those are such great pants. So check it out. Check out the unspecial. Completely unedited. This was shot from a phone, people, so I don't want to hear any complaints about sound quality or lack of multiple camera angles. This is a low budget production, okay? But it's good for people who are like, oh, I've never seen your stand up, Chrissy, or I didn't even know you did stand up. Well, now you can see it. Can I pet that dog? I thought they should have let her pet the dog too. Can I pet that dog? Okay, wow, you guys seem split. I'm seeing a lot of 1s and 2s. I'm seeing a 3. Not sure what the 3 means. You guys seem possibly split evenly down the middle between aliens are fake versus aliens are real. Zero the hero. The aliens left an instruction book too. It's called To Serve Ma'am. Stumpy. They might be corpses of aliens who took the vaccine. That's possible. Wow, my lighting looks a little... I look very pink. I should have white balanced or something. I think I would prefer that aliens didn't exist. I think they're using... I don't know. I think maybe the flat earthers are gaining traction and the government needs to do something like, look, aliens are real, okay? We're not special. Stop trying to think that that people who live on Earth are special. I think that's what they want us to think, that we are a speck in the universe, an insignificant speck. But we'll see. Like, what would the if aliens are an advanced species, what would they want with us? Unless it's like that movie where they're trying to kill all the humans and then just live on Earth and use the resources. What's that movie called? It's like a big alien with like long legs and it's just like shooting lasers at humans. We'll see. Okay. This is important news. This news is very close to my heart. Gen Z women are embracing... Oh, goodness. Stop looking at my ads. Gen Z women are embracing large breasts in latest body positivity trend. Wow, finally. I mean, I think they're just embracing fatness overall, and just the boobs happen to come with it, but we'll see. A new body positive trend is taking over social media that aims to make fashion more, of course, inclusive for women with big boobs. Why do you need to make fashion more inclusive? Like, if you have big boobs, you can get clothes. It's not like they don't not knowing how to dress is one thing, but to pretend that there's no clothing for people with big boobs is ridiculous. The fashion industry has always been notoriously exclusive. Not really. Not the last 15 years when we've celebrated obesity. And social media has become a massive way for women to push for it to be more representative of everyday women. I think we're too inclusive. The last few years have been about seeing more body representation in fashion. There have been loud conversations about brands expanding their size range and the rise of plus size influencers. More recently, there's been a rise in the mid-sized influencer. Is that what they're calling Ashley Graham? A mid-sized influencer usually wears between sizes 10 and 14. Oh, so like the typical American woman, which is still too big. With a growing number of popular social media users fitting this description, it is clear that women want fashion to focus on women who look like them. Not me. I want to look at fashion of women that look better than me so that I'm motivated to look better. The latest TikTok trend is big-breasted women reclaiming their space in fashion. Anyone with big boobs will be able to tell you how painful it is to find clothes that actually fit. It's not that hard. Oh, commercial. Skip the ad.
In public for the first time. Tip number 1, wear something tight. Trust me on this one. If your nipples are gonna show, they're gonna show. Might as well feel so important. There will be less jiggle, there will be less bounce. You're welcome. Tip number 2, wear something dark. It's more inconspicuous. Tip number 3, don't look at people walking by. What? You want to know whether they're looking at you? Doesn't matter.
She's racked up thousands of views. Oh, it looks like so they're embracing no bra. That's different than embracing having big boobs. Yeah, you can't some of us can't just go braless. It's going to be annoying and painful. Wow. I hate Gen Z. The more I learn about Gen Z, the more I'm like, let's just throw the whole generation away. Let's just start over. Okay. These women have big boobs, but they're on the big side. So if having trouble finding clothes, they're probably just not shopping well. You constantly upsize, so the buttons, you can do the buttons on your shirt. Yeah, I mean, suck it up, dude. Get a bigger shirt and then get it tailored to your waist. Or get shirts that are stretchy. It's not so difficult. You're always disappointed and you try to recreate a Halle Bieber look, and that strapless top makes your heavy bust look like a shelf. Again, this is not news to anybody with big boobs. It's an epidemic. Oh, come on, an epidemic. While body inclusivity is becoming more of a thing in fashion, there's still not much for bust representation. Lord. Sure, there are stars like Sydney Sweeney that are helping pop culture representation, but it is the creators on TikTok that are here to save the day. Okay, they're very much overvaluing TikTok here. Plenty has been going viral for recreating celebrity fashion looks on a big bust or showing women how they can try new fashion trend with bigger boobs. Yeah, I mean, just get fitted clothing. What's a big deal? Brisbane creator Cassie Brim often goes viral for recreating fashion looks she sees on celebrities or on Pinterest, showing how the outfit can be worn on a bigger bust. Oh, is this her? Yeah, she's cute. I mean, what is she, a D? This is not groundbreaking here. She's amassed millions of likes on TikTok, and what sets her apart from the saturated fashion influencer market is that she excels in creating chic looks that suit a larger bust. Okay, I am for this because there's a lot of women just in general who don't know how to dress themselves. And unfortunately, if you do have, I mean, there's more perks than negatives about having big boobs, but one of the negatives is, that you can look sluttier without meaning to. Like, just because your boobs are bigger, you kind of have to cover up a little more. You got to like shape yourself. You can't just like throw on a crop top and no bra and walk out. You're going to look sloppy. She's amassed millions of likes on TikTok. And what sets her from I already said that. You have a larger chest and are struggling to find cute outfits, she wrote on TikTok. Oh, she's cute. I like her. Okay. I thought this was gonna be, like, just low-key glorifying obesity, and if it truly is about how to dress for your shape, then I do support that. I think that's a good thing. I think a lot of women don't know how to dress.
Hell yeah, hon. Get your tits out.
Oh, that was see, TikTok is so dumb, yet here I always come back to it. Like, just as long as you're supported underneath, you look cute. Yeah, again, you need the underwire. You need like, she still has cute cleavage going on, but she's covered up and she's supported and shaped. Yeah. I still don't like Gen Z. Still not a fan. What's up, Matthew Hammond? I have determined what takes a performer from average to amazing is their ability to interact with the crowd and personalize the experience. Chrissie was great in her stand-up set. Never to be repeated. Never to be repeated. Thank you, Matthew. That's what makes it fun for me, too. Just to talk to the people. 16 months. Let's get that month. Get monty. I wish I had a month emoji or something. Laugh. Chrissie looked amazing on JD recently. Oh, Jimmy Dore, thank you for watching. That was such a blast. I gotta post them pictures. Although I think I made a comment about Marxism that he may have not agreed with. Oh, I also said that Ilhan Omar married her brother, which he disagreed with. But that's fine. You know, we can't agree on everything. Oh, congrats! You're down 5 pounds. Good for you. Gen Z doesn't have a clue, Chrissy. They should listen to the smartest ginger in America, boobs and all. Gen Z is so stupid. Doesn't matter what they do, they're still gonna sag when they turn 50. Well, you could always get a lift. You could just get a little nip and tuck. Interesting. Okay, we talked about that. Could you grab me those boxes to open on the oven? I have a couple of little deliveries that came in. Oh, did you guys know that you're probably wearing your sunglasses incorrectly? Oh, they might not balance there. This one is not. That goes back because it's broken. Okay, wow. Yeah, I checked my P.O. box. Let's open them. Oh, from my good buddy, my favorite ventriloquist. It's April Brucker. She sent me her book, Don't Read My Lips. America's foremost female ventriloquist reveals the secrets of how to be a successful vent. Look at that. Thanks, April. There's the back. And again, if you're a single man, she is looking. So hit her up. She's single and she is ready to mingle. If if a lot of puppets and dolls being around don't bother you, heck, maybe you're into that. Maybe you could line them all up and have them watch. Then that's the girl for you. Oh no, it's a box. I need to keep a scissor here. Darling, could you get me a scissor? How old is she? That's a good question. Let me look it up. How is let's check out her IMDb. Would that list it? Thank you. It doesn't really say her age. I would guess 35. I don't know. I could be wrong. She's 5'3", 110 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's a catch, guys. 35. Final answer. The chat thinks 40. You know, keeping up after all those puppets, you know, that's a big responsibility that I don't think any man can handle. Okay, now I don't know what this is. Don't know who sent it. Lord Master, you go for it. Hit her up. Tell her I sent you. Okay. I cannot open this box for some reason. Oh my God. Why can't I open a box? Oh my God. Whoa, fudge. All right, it exploded. It literally exploded and all this hay came out. Okay. It says, Lord, help us. Oh, it's warned. Oh, good. Everyone loves a little warning card when they open something up. These creams are amazing for your skin, but products without chemicals stand a little chance of melting in the heat. If your container arrived warm, pop it in the fridge. Okay, so this is like skin products. Stay based. Okay, that's cool. Chrissy, Frank, let me know you might be interested in trying the most effective moisturizer on the planet. Keep up the great work and stay lathered. Would love to come on the show and tell. I can't read that. May the herd help. All right. A lot of this is illegible, but I understand the basic idea. This is going to make a mess. Thank you. I know where to put this. Oh, I always love skincare. Pharaoh skincare. Okay, cool. What do we have here? What do we have here? This is made with lard. Ingredients: lard, tallow, leaf lard, honey, essential oils, grapefruit, lavender, sandalwood. Skin food. Okay, this little jar goes a long way. Skin food is formulated to use on body, hands, feet, and any other dry patches of skin. Apply a pea-size amount and rub into skin. So I'm now going to rub lard on myself. Okay, it smells good. It smells really good. Thank God for that. That was very smart to add lavender in here. I smelled that right away. Okay. Now, if you didn't tell me this was lard, I'd be like, cool, it's just a regular ass lotion. But now that I know it's lard. Okay, it feels good. Yes, Dylan, we talked about the alien bodies. I personally think they might be fake. Okay. Smells good. Smells like very natural. Smells like hippy dippy. Like you're in a store that sells patchouli and candles and such. Did I use a pea-size amount? Okay, I don't hate this. What else is there? A little tubey of something. Pharaoh Total Skincare Oral Elixir. Hey now. Okay, they don't use preservatives. I like that. Or chemicals. Okay, so what's in here is MCT oil, CBD distillate, orange essential oil. Place 1 droplet under tongue 10 to 20 minutes before bedtime. Oh, so it's a little sleepy CBD moment. Okay. A sticker that says lard help us. Can't really see it. Okay, and here's another thing. Face food. Okay, this is for your neck and your face and around your eyes. Okay, same thing. Just like a smaller container of it. Wow. Ooh. Okay, it's like slightly different formulation here. This is the one for the body. Can you guys even tell? And this is one for the face, which seems a little lighter. Let's try the face one. Okay, seems a little, but this is very like greasy. It's very moisturizing. Let's see if I can put some on. I should really have put this on when I didn't. I've already put makeup on, so it's tough to like put moisturizer on after. But this is pretty neat. Thank you. I love an all natural moment. I want to know how this was. Maybe I don't want to know how this was made. Cool. Thank you, guys. All right. That's really interesting. I like a little bit of healthy, earthy, crunchy. Wow. Mailbag. Lard equals natural. Refined petroleum byproducts turned from toxic waste to product equals toxic waste. So lard is all natural. The oral elixir will prevent rickets. I am leaving grease behind. Like everything I touch now, I'm leaving like grease marks. But you know what? Maybe that's just the deal. Okay, Admiral, you're coming in here with some sciencey talk that I don't really understand. All cell walls are hydrophobic lipid bilayers. I'm going to need a translator for that. Lard is probably safe. You know what? Maybe I need to like go through all my products and see. It doesn't smell like bacon at all, Nutter. It smells just like lavender, actually. I should go through all my products and see if I'm using anything particularly toxic. Zach, bigger chesticles is never a problem. Yeah, I mean, you can most shirts you can get like tank tops. They're like made of a stretchy material. Big boobs aren't a problem. If you have big boobs and a big waist or a big stomach, yeah, then everything you're going to try on is going to look like shit. But if you have big boobs and a little waist, then you're golden. Just, get wrap dresses. Those are great. I love those. A dress that's like a wrap, you wrap it around and then there's a tie belt. That's always good. Anything that's going to cinch your waist is going to be good because everyone loves a big boob. Everyone loves hips. But it's like, if you got a big stomach and you're a gal, you got to work on that. That's the God's honest truth. Like, that's what I would tell if I had like a niece or a daughter. I'd be like, yeah, girl, like, get rid of your gut. It's only going to help you in life. And it's healthier. And it's like, just make sure your stuff is fitted. You have big boobs, sure. But like, if it's not fitted, you're gonna look bigger than you are. You're gonna look like a refrigerator. You got to just snatch it. You got to snatch that waist, girl. But I don't need to tell you guys. You all know this. Okay, one more article about we're supposedly all wearing our sunglasses wrong. Did you know this, guys? This is another Gen Z thing. This is probably just making me angry. Gen Z. Oh, sorry for the ads. How embarrassing. Roe breaks out the right way to wear your shades as Gen Z mocks millennials for looking like dads. Jordan Harper from LA was mocked by her friend in a TikTok video. What else is new? An intergenerational row has broken out over the correct way to wear your sunglasses as Gen Z mercilessly trolls millennials for aging themselves by the way they place their shades on their face. The debate began after a nurse practitioner, Jordan Harper from LA, posted a video on TikTok in which her Gen Z friend mocked the way she wears her shades. In the clip, which appears to be filmed at a pool at the Beverly Hills Hotel, Jordan and her friend are sunbathing, and the nurse practitioner jokes to viewers that she received absolute bullying all day over her style choice. Through giggles, the pair bicker over how to best wear shades, millennial Jordan revealing she pushes them further up her nose, while her pal says she's showing her age by doing so. The younger friend adds that Gen Z tend to wear their sunglasses lower down the ridge of their nose. I think I already was sort of doing that because I wear bigger glasses. Commenting on the video, viewers were left divided with the best way to wear their shades. Some saying They prefer the millennial dad way because it blocks out the sun, whereas the others opted for the Gen Z style so they could show off their sculpted eye. Oh my God. I hate Gen Z. So they're saying if you wear your sunglasses like flush against your head, you're going to look like a dad that wears a visor. Oh, Lordy. Let's see. Oh, I know that these are ads, but I hate these shoes so much. I don't know why they exist. Oh, it's bringing me to another page. God. Okay. I have to direct you guys to another page. Sorry you're being just pummeled with ads.
I want to let you know what kind of just absolute bullying I have been receiving all day. All day. They think it's just so funny. Laugh it up. Because let me tell you something. The way I wear my sunglasses isn't good enough for these people.
It's trash.
These people.
It's a PR nightmare. A PR nightmare.
So I wear my sunglasses, I'm sorry. I wear them like this. Apparently you're not supposed to wear your sunglasses like this.
Like so shoved into your face. Like you look like the dad that wears a visor that's like,
I'm doing my best.
You gotta wear them right.
Yeah. So
Mid-nose.
apparently it's a PR night. Oh,
Mid-nose.
Charlie did step on these. Okay. So do we like the sunglasses? Are we this kind? Like, how are you wearing your sunglasses? Like, you do look
like
cool.
the normal way or the dad way.
Now just pull them down. Okay. So are we up on the nose, high on the nose, or are we low? I mean, yeah, you're right.
I also like to be able to.
Okay, I think the lower you wear them, the less the sunglass effect will have. Like the lower you wear them, the less they're going to block the sun. I understand people who wear them like a dad. Yeah, ultimately that's what this is about, Max. Gen Z gets dumber every minute. They're like, "Oh, the thing that I'm supposed to use to block out the sun, let me just put it down so it doesn't do its job." Exactly. They're wearing them Whoopi Goldberg style. I've been kind of anti sunglasses lately. I've just been sort of squinting into the sun. I've been doing like the Trump and the eclipse moment because I lost my sunglasses and I'm never gonna get them back because I left them on my friend's boat and I'm probably just never gonna see him again. But maybe not till next summer when it's boat time. And I left my watch on the boat, so I had to get a new watch for LA. But that's fine. I went to got a cheap one. All right, fine. I went to Target. I was in a pinch. I had to get a watch because I have to look at it while I'm on stage. So I had to break my Target strike and freaking buy a watch. All right, are you happy, people? It was an emergency. Okay, Max. Chrissy, do you have a TikTok account? All the woke stupidity from the young seems to come from there. Hence the libs of TikTok account. I have one. I'm not active on it. I had one that was just my name, and then I long time ago tried to log back into it, and I think I inadvertently created another account. I don't know. Should I be a TikTok person? Yeah, I want to know. Right, are they going to say that the aliens are not inclusive enough? Like if people start making / creating alien bodies and they're all just like white and gray, they're going to be like, "Well, this is not very diverse." So there. Wow, I'm really hungry. Maybe I'll think about TikTok, maybe, just so it's not all Gen Z trash. I just hate it in principle. I just don't want the Chinese to know all my secrets. You guys get it. Okay. Check out my unspecial on YouTube right now. Go to YouTube. It should be right in the recent videos that I posted there. There we go. Check it out. Chrissie Mayr live, uncut, uncensored, unedited at the Secret Group Comedy Club in Houston, Texas. Already got about 10K views on it. Not too shabby, but I'm going to boost that up. Guys, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate you all. Oh, what's coming up, you say? I'll tell you what's coming up. Tonight, I'm going to be on Quite Frankly with my lovable, hilarious husband. This is like the only show we do together, so it's a very rare opportunity to hear both of our banter. And that's Frank Valburo's show over at the Zidalza studio, which actually, when me and Frank first started dating a million years ago, we started a podcast together called 3 Drink Minimum, and it was at this Zidalza studio. I think we started that podcast in like 2015 or something, but we've kept in touch with Frank Valburo the whole time. He's just a great guy, very cool, smart libertarian. So check us out there at 6:00 tonight. Then tomorrow, I'm doing Hard Lens Media at 10 a.m. Then I'm doing Wristflex's show, I think at noon. I think. And then Friday, I'm doing Legal Vice's show early in the morning, and then FNT at 4:00 on Nerdrotic's channel. So check it out. I will see you guys later. Bye.